we've won 2 crowns because we stopped betting on ourselves at a certain point and said, let's just bet the minimum. We got some full test cards, of all things. We were talking about how we did not end up buying full test at a previous vendor. So, theoretically, we have a new iteration of full test. So our existing one was Fuse Impenetrable Fog from our deck. This doubles the strength of all siege units. That sounds exponentially better. Just based on how heavily we've been relying on our siege units thus far. So that sounds like a switch we should definitely make. Thanks, Peach. It was a long time coming, to say the least. No, and what is this? Oh, we have a place of power up in that top left corner that's messing with my brain a little bit. Okay, so now I believe we can leave this place. Granted, I have kind of lost track of everything else that we were thinking of doing because, well, we spent a long time playing Gwent there. So I'm just gonna follow the mini-map here, I think. Because I'm not sure what else we have to do here. Besides fast travel. Old custom waypoint? Oh no, there's a region map, right? How do I get to the world map? Why? Okay, there we go. So, I am kind of curious what happens if we try going back to White Orchard, but I'll spare you. So then, right now, we're in the Royal Palace of Vizima. VELEN is supposedly the direction in which we're supposed to go next. Just take a peek. Novigrad says level 10. Skellige Isles, 16. I think this was the highest. 35. It's red. It's like, Lids, don't be an idiot. Don't do it. Okay, so I think we go to VELEN, the former Temerian province of VELEN. Really? It was Temerian? Oh. We heard so much about Vizima, but I suppose there are still other Temerian locations of note. Become a war-ravaged no man's land. Yeah, I don't remember why we're going here, but sure. And I suppose there is only one location that we can beam ourselves up to, Scotty, so send us to the Hangman's Tree.
Something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
Yeah. They weren't kidding. Accurate description of this place. And what a warm welcome. Alright, Geralt, I think we get the point here. Geralt's like, stop and stare. I think I'm moving, but I go nowhere. Okay, Hearts of Stone. Thank you for... Okay, so Hearts of Stone is one of the expansions that I did pick up. But yes, as it's saying here, your currently tracked quest has been changed to the first quest. What? Of Hearts of Stone? Yeah, we only recommend starting it... Your character is at least level 30. Have fun and good luck on path. No. No, let's not do that. Let's definitely not do that. We are like level 4, maybe, right now. Definitely not level 30. So what I was saying this a while ago, but when we were first starting, that ultimately there is that risk of us potentially like committing to doing those things early on, because I think that once you start them, it's kind of you leave the rest of the world behind and just focus on the DLC. So that is definitely not something that we want to accidentally do when we're level 4, unless we have a Death Wish. So we're gonna switch that around. While playing Hearts of Stone expansion, you can encounter a rune rite marked on marked by whatever that icon is, a book, on your map. This new craftsman, the only of his kind, comes from a far-off land and can use his arcane knowledge to considerably improve your equipment. Seek him out and see for yourself. Okay. But also Blood and Wine. Also, another expansion, another DLC that is also one that I believe requires a very high level to do successfully, and definitely not something that we want to do right now. In this mode, all the quests of the main storyline are still available to you. To begin playing quests from Blood and Wine, you must first complete a Poet Under Pressure. Okay, well, we have not done that yet. I'm fairly certain. Let's make sure. Yeah, let's make sure that, like... Yeah, we're looking at, say, the quest difficulty there as a level 4 character and not signing up for a level 32 quest, or even a level 10 quest, or level 16 quest. Some quests might be too difficult for you at the moment. Each quest has a suggested level shown next to its name. That is really convenient, though, I must say. Once your character reaches that level, you're ready to take on that quest. Okay. Find out if Ciri is in all these locations. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so it's been a little while. I don't remember, or I didn't remember what our larger purpose here is, but now I recall that we are, of course, on the lookout for Ciri, and granted, if I was paying attention to that cutscene earlier, I would have remembered this. But, so I guess that means we are looking through all these locations trying to find her. And given our current level, it would make sense if we were to deliberately, you know, do the lowest level one first. So Geralt traveled to VELEN in search of Ciri, an act that attested to the depth of his devotion. Only a man who has been to this land can know just how vile it is. At this time, it was commonly known as No Man's Land. Why? Well, the Emperor Nilfgaard had not yet claimed it. Maria was in disarray, and the Redanians had already retreated north. No Man had been left in charge, and he had proved a terrible ruler. Oh, so No Man is actually a person. That is cool. That is cool. Oh, okay, that is thunder. Which I'm not sure if that's loud enough for the microphone to pick up, but I say that just as a heads up that there is apparently a non-zero chance that I may end up losing power at any point in time. So if the stream suddenly just goes boop and disappears, then that's probably what happened, so just a heads up. Geralt needed to find Hendrik, an Imperial agent who had been working on Ciri's case, and to collect from him what information he had managed to gather. Okay. So I think in that case, we are actually... Cool. The Nilfgaardian connection. Okay. I think we are actually... Well, I didn't actually want to run, and, like, maybe, you know, didn't want to, like, walk straight into that skull. But I think we are technically on the correct quest now. So presumably everything from here on out will be a fair bit more difficult. So we're in a new area where I'm assuming the typical enemies will be a bit tougher. Yeah, they're really committed to the whole aesthetic here. I suppose there is something to be said for that. Knock it all you want. They were pretty sure about what they wanted to do. It's only from picking them up on a notice board? Okay, so that should help then. Because yeah, my fear is that we accidentally initiate them, and then we get stuck not being able to go back. Well, we do also have a level that we did not yet allocate. And let's take a quick peek there of what we can do with our skill points. I think I have some mutagens, but something that I was hearing from you guys that might be good. Let me just see if I can find it. I think it is on this tab. And I'm not sure Here it is, gourmet. Eating food regenerates vitality for 20 minutes. Allow us to gorge ourselves on food, because in the past it did seem like we were burning through food and pretty quickly, running out of that stuff. So, seems as though that might be a good route for us to take. We have 3 points available? I thought we only had 1. Okay, so we can go a little more aggressive in that case. Leveling some stuff up. Okay. Not only is there thunder, it's pretty bright lightning as well. So, yeah, I think the the probability of this getting cut short is perhaps growing larger and larger by the minute. But, let's see. Gorged on power. The bonus from a place of power lasts indefinitely. Oh, but only one such bonus can be active at a given time. That does sound a bit intriguing. But it sounds like it has a strong plus side and also a strong downside, so I'm not sure if I want to commit to that in my current blissfully ignorant state. I really don't know. Other than that, I think, where was it? Strong back. Increasing our maximum weight is useful. You know, it's kind of a nice to have, but maybe not something that is going to make a huge difference. All right, let's take it because we have some skill points to spare at the moment. And we could further improve our fast attack. I think is not a bad idea. I don't think I'm ever going to upgrade our crossbow because I kind of hate it. This is just general adrenaline stuff. Yeah, I think let's go with the quick attack for the other skill point. Gourmet MVP? Okay, good. Huh? Oh, okay, I clicked on it, but apparently I didn't activate it. What? Accept? Huh? Can I only upgrade it once at a time? Next level, fast attack. I would like to upgrade ability is a totally different button. Okay, that's why. Okay, cool. So now we've leveled a bit, and let's see. We do have a weapon. The other thing that I've been hearing is we have a weapon, as you can see on the left corner there, or left side, a weapon that is deteriorating. Does theoretically, I see those wild dogs, mean that it is dealing less damage. It's been a while, I don't even remember. Is left our silver sword, or is left our steel sword? Don't remember which is which. I should. That means steel is left, silver is right, and silver is the one that needs a little bit of repair. It's not looking so good at the moment. We still have all the armors that we picked up when we were in Vizima. Oh, they're actually worth something. They're actually worth a lot. Wow. That's not bad. Okay, I don't think we have any backup silver weapons. So I'm gonna attempt to repair it, and I don't really know how to do that. Select slot. Hazards now, or is this specifically just for armor and not weapons? Yeah, armor repair kit. I'd really like a weapon repair kit because apparently our silver sword is not looking so great at the moment. Granted, we are looking at steel for the wild dogs, I believe. There are a whole bunch of them. Ow. So, ow! That. Just dodge rolled into them. Ow! So, despite them being level 1, they are probably still capable of dealing a fair bit of damage, just because look at how many of them there are. I did just heal a little bit. Ow! I just want to get rid of another one. Bide some time here while I eat some more. Finish you off. Or even our chest plate now is not looking great, so that, you know, Not our best combat, but I suppose is a little bit of a way to warm us back up into things. What is that? Is that also a wild dog? That looks a little different. Not sure if I should be concerned for that reason or not. Still a little bit of loot from the other remaining dogs. Somewhere in this general area. Raw meat. We can eat for additional life. That is actually helpful. Oh, what is this? Nilfgaardian court-martial has found this man guilty of the crime of desertion, committed when he abandoned his weapon and dishonorably fled the field of battle. As per the dictates of the Nilfgaardian military codex, he has been sentenced to death by hanging. May his name fall into oblivion for all time. That's harsh. The abilities only take effect if you put them in the empty slots. Okay, hold on. So if we put them over here, they only take effect if we do that. Okay. That's the wrong spot. Oh, hold on, hold on. So if we do... activate? Okay, I see. So in that case, we actually will have to select which ones we do and do not activate here, because we have 4 skills and only 3 slots. So I don't think we currently need strong back. Let's use gourmet, because theoretically it would have benefited us a minute ago, as would the additional vitality against these guys when we're using that healing stuff. I am intrigued by whatever the heck this guy is. Are you just another wild dog? You potentially look a little different. One moment while I slowly heal up some life. He's not happy with us. Bring it on! You're probably level 1 as well. You may just dodge my attacks. Or maybe we'll take care of you in one fell swoop. So they're not bad when you fight them solo. When you fight like a bazillion at once, a little trickier. A little trickier. And I am admittedly used to the Witcher 2, in which you basically just dodge roll and you can avoid getting hit by anything. And that is definitely not the case here. The dodge roll doesn't dodge as far, and just also seems to generally still lead to us taking damage pretty often. Okay, so I'm assuming there will be a town here somewhere. And, I mean, we do have the ability to repair our chest plate, but I feel like if we're about to head into town, maybe... Well, totally just jumped out of my seat from our horse whinnying. But, I was gonna say there might be a chance to repair some stuff in town, but does seem as though this place has seen better days. Here's a notice board here. Granted, people were saying that you can only start the DLCs through a notice board, but we'll see. In lonely woods, screams carry long shadows. In lonely woods, screams carry long. Shadows creep far in deep, dark dale. Beware ye, then, the grove's wild song, or in the wild will end your tale. Okay. Warning sign of not going into the woods. This is not in English. It's in Elvish. Watch what you say. The trees have ears. A kind stranger. Metaphorical or literal? Might it be referring to elves in the trees, metaphorically listening? You'll buy your drinks at the inn at the crossroads with Novigrad crowns. We take no other coin. We don't do tabs, either. No exchanges, save for eat or drink. If anyone doesn't like that, they can go run acorns. Okay. Kind folk, for lack of better fare, I fed my young ones pancakes made of ground acorn. Seems like It's a bit of a theme here. Poor tykes have lain on the straw for 3 days since, their bellies growling something awful, getting sick and crying without end. Yeah, maybe don't feed them acorns? If you know how to help, come to my hut. I've naught to give in return, but a warm word and a prayer of thanks. Missing wife. Good people, take pity and hear my plea. My wife, Hana, she's missing. A few days ago, she went into the woods and hasn't yet returned. Wait, heard bad things about the woods? I'm near out of my wits with worry, and will pay any price to the man who brings her back to me, or at least tells me where to look for her. Okay. So I don't know that any of those necessarily sound like the DLC. So I think we're still okay there. We're not about to throw ourselves into something that we can't handle. I'm assuming this is probably the inn, except it's locked. Okay.
Full moon soon. Bar your windows tight. Nail an iron stud.
Other people who actually want to talk to us? Question mark. Other people who will actually let us into their abodes? Question mark. Come on, guys. Why won't you let this random stranger into your house? What's the matter? Concerned about your general well-being? No, we're a witcher. Don't worry about it. Death totally doesn't follow behind us wherever we go. Okay. It's at least a waypoint in Mulberrydale. Suppose we could potentially take a closer look as to what else lies in this area. There's another notice board over here. Oat. I don't think we've ever seen that before. Oh, this is actually... Technically, we are supposed to end up in this next little town over. It seems like there are lots of little towns. Ooh, that is. And not as much so any one big established place. Oh, this might be the biggest town we see here. Lots of notice boards. Wow. Yeah, this place is actually kind of huge. Like, way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Significantly larger than White Orchard. So, okay. That, to me, suggests that there might not be that much for us to do in this little area here. It might be that we would be best served to actually make our way over to one of those larger areas as soon as possible. But there is, of course, the opportunity to loot and ignite candles. Okay. Nothing terribly meaningful in there. Or anything in all this rubble that we should be looking for? Still surprised that those crates don't have anything in them. No in here? Nope. Okay. It's quite barren. Oh, you are, seemingly, some type of weaponsmith. I mean, you did have whetstone for us. I don't know. It seems like there isn't too much in here. Not many people who actually want to talk to us.
One from either side. Cavalry swooped in from the wood. A wall of infantry marched from the swamp.
Okay, just making sure nobody's getting mad at us for swiping that. I don't think anyone is. Because, we've certainly seen that go the other way around. Ooh, that's actually pretty valuable. Now there's stuff that actually we can loot. Oh. Can we go through here? Yes, we can. Is there anything of note in here, however? Because there may not be. Oh, man. Like that, but that's not terribly interesting. Yeah, this town is rather barren. I know you're like, Lids, what were you expecting? This is clearly a place that has fallen on hard times, and you would be right. It would seem. I've definitely lost track of which buildings we have and have not been in. So I'm kind of gonna just keep on moving here. And perhaps we might miss a little bit, but I'm assuming there's nothing major here. It just seems like, you know, maybe we're missing out on the occasional water or something else that we might be able to loot, but it doesn't seem like there's any major people for us to talk to here. I can tell. Seems like everyone is peasant.
Oh, hey!
Or a girl. So I think we keep on moving. Oh, and bump my table while I'm at it. Oh.
Move it.
Granted, it
Whoa
is
there, Roach.
getting late. In the game, at least. Ooh. May mean we're in trouble. Putting ourselves at risk here, but what is this? Looks like we found perhaps a mini quest here.
Yes.
Eternal Fire, I heard you say? Priest of the Eternal Fire.
What do you want?
Rejoice, for even a creature as depraved and base in nature as you.
Excuse
serve
me?
The glory of the eternal fire. Someone must see to the corpses on the battlefield. Necrophages defile those not already rotting in mass graves. This is not right.
That's to be my good deed for the day?
A handsomely profitable one, I might add. I know your kind don't work for free.
Please stop referring to me as my kind.
All right, I'll take care of it.
This will count amongst your merits. The more good one works in life, the more hallowed things are. Yes, splendid. Here are the holy oils. Dash generously and set alight, understood? I wish it to flare up to the sky, for the glory of the eternal fire and all that.
Once I've incinerated the bodies, where'll I find you?
I shall be near the bridge to Novigrad.
Okay. Let's check what level this says we're supposed to be. Because there's certainly a chance that this will be on the high side. Secondary quests. Funeral pyres, it is actually quite low. So another thing, just level 3. That seems like something we could definitely do. Another thing that I was hearing was that, generally speaking, once you start a side quest, you want to see that through. That in some cases you might actually fail those side quests if you wait too long. So for that reason, I think it does make sense for us to deliberately target this. Now let's see where exactly it is. It's actually quite close. And it is... I think that was ultimately the location we were going to for the main quest over there. Might have been this. It's like, maybe even that one right there. It's fairly close, I think. I think we'll be okay. Now we may, I assume, end up getting ourselves into some fights there because, well, it was saying it was swarmed with necrophages, and that does theoretically mean ghouls, what have you. We should probably save here, because I don't think we've saved yet today.
Come on, Roach.
So let's give it a shot. And okay, what are we looking at from
Hey there.
an enemy standpoint? Seeing, what is that, 3 over here? No, definitely more than that. One potential, ooh, and there too. One potential downside to doing this is that we do know that our Our silver sword is not in great shape at the moment. I'm not sure if those are fools. Oh, those are wild dogs. And Carol, I just told you to take out the sword, and then you take it away. I do think we technically take additional damage. Ow, we get hit from behind. We would like to try to avoid that. Okay, oh, there's still one. Rot Fiend. That's the first time we've seen one of those. Technically speaking, I believe we are supposed to use our other type of weapon here. Now, in The Witcher 2, they did explode on death, and it appears that they may do the same here as well. Let's check that entry there. In the bestiary, if I could remember where it is. It's not under quests. Ossuary? Yeah. What can we learn about them? What category do they fall under? Necrophages, of course. Rot Fiends. Vulnerable against necrophage oil. Okay, suppose we probably should have anticipated that. Of course it reeks. I think they're called Rot Fiends because they smell like roses. Vesemir said that. Rot Fiends resemble decomposing human bodies that have been stripped of their skin. Fantastic. Their presence is given away by the overwhelming stench of the rot, which gives them their name. Devourers are a particularly dangerous kind of rot fiend, marked by an insatiable appetite for human flesh. Okay, so rot fiends, the normal kind. Devourers, the more powerful kind. See some of the other necrophages that we've run into in the past. Okay, let's loot a little bit. And I'm assuming we're gonna find ourselves against more rot fiends. Rot fiend blood. Very pleasant. Yeah. Bad stuff happened here. That much does appear to be the case. Now, I'm assuming that we're probably going to end up finding one of those more powerful rot fiends to devour at some point.
Now for a shot of Igni.
Okay, maybe, like, just, you know, like, stand back a little bit first. Probably for the best. Okay. Good stuff. Anything lootable, say, in that? Or in that? Nope. Doesn't seem so. So I'm guessing there are multiple of those. I thought he said there were three places where we're supposed to, yeah, burn that stuff. So that was pretty simple and straightforward. Okay, yeah, but we're gonna have to travel a little bit to get to the next one. That's fine. Come on, Roach. I've also learned that Roach is apparently a female horse. Whoa, where did you guys come from? Excuse me. Ow. I think that may have been us being in the woods in the middle of night, or well, at night, and just a enemies spawning on top of us. So being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or the right place at the right time, depending on your perspective, I suppose. Okay, so let's head over to the next spot. There are certainly more enemies. No, I'm also going in the... I am going in the right direction. Okay.
Slow now.
That's a bear, I think. Could also be something that I'm pretty sure we don't want to fight right about now. Are we going the right way? Now I'm skeptical. We are. It's just a ways away. Enemies spawning behind us. I think we're on full life right now, so I think we're in
Roach.
decent shape. Okay, here we see ghouls. Not sure. See 4. I don't think I see any rot fiends, so don't think this will end up being any harder than the previous round.
Stinks like a mass grave. Now for the holy oils. Hope
Okay.
they burn well.
Might there be a good sign for us to use? Actually, no, well, that ghoul's about to find us. So, there's that. Potentially all of them, at that. Oh, that's not really the direction in which I wanted to jump. Okay, this has been the best dodging that I've done thus far in this entire game. So I'm sure, yep, I probably jinxed it. Okay, now just you. There we go. Not bad at all. I do see a red mark there by Roach. Leave Roach alone. Monster Eye? Have we been getting those from ghouls in the past? I don't know. Lots of Monster Tea. Hopefully some of that is worth something. Whether it be from a direct sales standpoint or from a crafting standpoint, and there may be some additional things that we might be able to craft sometime in the near future. So that's something that we should be on the lookout for, it seems.
Now for a shot of Igni.
Okay. I will do that, but I also just feel like there's certainly a chance that there's some lootable stuff here. But with all the crates and and this. Yeah, well, can't really say it was all that good. But we tried. Oh, and I switched signs. We need Iggy. Okay. Ooh, now the question is, where is the last of the three, which I'm assuming is likely to be the most difficult. Where is it? Does it need to... Do I need to give it a second to update? Maybe? Now it seems to be showing up on our map. Where are you pointing us? Don't tell me it's way out. Oh, well, I think I found the main city. It was not where we were looking before. Where is the last of the bodies that we are supposed to find? Pointing us down here? Opposite direction. Okay, on the other side of the mini-town we were just in. That should be fine. Where are you, Roach? Okay, so let's head on over that way. And hope that, what with this being night, we don't run into any terribly powerful enemies that are going to be extremely difficult for us to take down, because I feel like that certainly could be the case, given how this is a new area for us. So it may be there are some strong opponents that we've yet to find. And that we are primed to get matched up against them if we're not careful. So this is the small town we were in earlier. Just passing through for the time being. We could re-sharpen our weapon, but it does seem like we're good for now. Should last long enough. This looks like the direction that we came from, and I will give you one guess as to why I say that, even though I don't think it's actually true. May or may not be something that's floating above our heads right now. Oh, it's actually up here.
That's it, Roach.
Okay, so now that we're
Take it
going off
easy.
the path, keep our eyes peeled a bit here. And by eyes peeled, I mean put your senses peeled.
Slower.
That sounds like something, but not necessarily what we were looking for, per se. Except it might be. Except it might be. Okay.
Shit, one's still alive.
Okay, now can we actually protect him? We are careful and, like, are successful here with this fight. Not dead. Take issue with that. There we go. You are level 4 ghouls. I think the ones we were fighting before were just level 2. That is a little bit notable. Ow. Presumably it means you hit harder, take more damage, what have you. You're just level 2, though. You're a simple little ghoul. You're a pushover, says as he gets hit. Are there more? Nope.
If it ain't that fucking priest, it's corpse eaters. I'm done with this damn town.
A priest?
We'd agreed to meet as usual, just a larger delivery. Good customer, I thought. Then they whipped out blades.
Hmm? You're saying the priests tried to, like, assassinate you?
We still talking about a priest of the eternal fire?
I'd say so. Beat-stained pricks can't be trusted. This one had ordered premium-grade fisstech from me 3 times, everything perfect. But the 4th, his man came at us with knives, sought to knock us out of trade. Shoved me in that ditch with the corpses. Must have thought the ghouls would take care of the rest.
And to make sure, he hired a witcher to burn the bodies, destroy any evidence.
A witcher? Meaning you? So what now?
Nothing. Didn't pay me to burn the living.
Oh, thank the gods it's true what they say. Though mutants, you live by a code. Oh,
I suppose so.